Mairi, Mairi, she's from the Sydney area now, I believe. She's one of the early Eckists, and I believe she just turned 90 here a little bit ago. Yeah? Yeah. Just checking, I know there's some of you Southerners here. I know people from Australia think they're sitting at the top of the world, and they're so foolish sometimes, but what do you... Anyway, Mairi was one of the first Eckists there, and some time ago she said she was with the organization Meals on Wheels. And this is an organization, as many of you know, distributes food to the needy. They drive around, you know, and they bring meals around. And her partner, she had never had this person along before. And they just do small talk because they don't know each other, you know, just chit-chat, you know, drive along. And out of nowhere, Mairi suddenly says, I had an out-of-body experience when I was 8 years old. And then she clamps her teeth shut and she says, oh, what in the world made me say that? And the man said, odd you should mention that. He said, at some point, he had been in intensive care, in a coma, and out of his body. And Maria just said she had been out of her body around age 8. So he was out of his body too, and as he's up there looking around, and really you're not up there, but you are up there. You're looking around, and he's looking, and he sees his whole family's there waiting for him to die, you know, and they're doing due diligence, but he notices his son's not present. And so he wonders about this, and sometime before this, his son and he had been planting a tree. And this man said to his son, in no time at all, it's going to grow. And his son said a very disturbing thing. He said, but I won't be here to see it. And this struck the father as very odd. And it came back to him now. At this moment, though, he didn't realize that at this very time, his son had been in a motorcycle accident and had been killed. And so Mairi is listening to him, listening to his story, doesn't say anything, but just listens. And she said, you know, she was seeing how the Master was giving him a chance to talk, because he had told her, he says, I've never told this story to anyone in my life, not even my wife. And presumably he meant his second or succeeding wife, because this was a son from a prior marriage. And he had never told her about the son or that he'd been killed, and his present wife didn't know it. And so Mairi could see how he was being healed, because maybe lifting some feelings of guilt or something from him that he hadn't done enough in all this time, but now this could go away. And it was interesting. As Mairi listened and saw everything that was going on, she realized that the doubts in the man and even some of his pain was being cleared away. And she and her partner never spoke of this again.